You say that you believe, but then your actions are misaligned. Nothing that you say is fulfilled, and nothing that you say you believe is actually implemented. So let's unpack it. Hi everyone, my name is Amita, and I talk about all things Islam and psychology and anything and everything I have interest in, and I take you along my journey of learning about all those things. So, actions. I feel like we all know fundamentally as Muslims and as believers that yes, we have our shahada, we have our declaration of faith, but then we have the other pillars. Fasting, salah, we have to literally take the time to implement all these things, build the foundation of what belief looks like in our day to day. And so when it comes to the more grandiose things, the bigger things that you know that you want for yourself, but you're too afraid to actually put into dua, too afraid to actually go after, we start to have that cognitive dissonance between this is something I say I want and what I believe is possible, but I'm scared. And so when our actions are misaligned and you secretly have that job, those friends, that community, this big dream that you've been desiring for so long, and you know that it's possible, but you are afraid of putting it into words. You're afraid of putting it into action. And I feel like as believers, we can't do that. I'm telling you, and I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, we have to stop. When we talk about belief and we talk about actually believing in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and what Allah is capable of, we have to match that with the sincere efforts to take the steps towards accomplishing that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asks us, do we think that if we say we believe, we will not be tested, subhanAllah? And it's true. In every single aspect of our lives, if we say that we want that degree, you have to take tests. You have to literally seek and search for that knowledge, learn it, retain it, and then test if you actually have understood it or if it's actually something that you've internalized to some degree. And so the same can be said for all the goals that you have for yourself that you're just too afraid to actually put action into. How do you plan to be that thing that you desire if you're not able to take the steps that are necessary to accomplish it? And also, when you trust and believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that means that you trust that it'll work out, inshallah, in whatever ways that's best for you. Maybe you won't get it the first time or the second time or the third time or the 15th time, but that doesn't mean that you won't get it if it's what's best for you, inshallah. And so I just wanted to come on here and say that if we truly want something, our actions have to be aligned, because that is a core sign of belief. If you believe that Allah is capable of giving it to you, you have to act as if you do, and that means putting in the work. And I hope that kind of reframing is helpful for you as it was for me, because all the times that we take action, we think about Hajar in the desert, subhanAllah, and being left there with her child. She did not just sit there and cry. She took the steps and actions necessary in terms of running back and forth, searching for water, but fully trusting in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is something that has been on my mind perpetually, because it shows she is not going to give up, and she also knows that it's required of her to put in effort to receive the barakah and blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I hope that we can all do that in terms of our goals and what we desire, and that it goes beyond just saying something and claiming that we are believers, but we have to walk in that faith, inshallah. So thank you all so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.